Hey guys, so this is going to be another quick build guide video. This one's going to be the Wraithlord. Now this surprised me. I'm going to do a quick showcase on the training dummy just to give like a bare bones numbers idea, and then I'm going to do a quick monolith for showcasing the combat, and then after that we'll go into the build guide. If you do like this and it looks like something you might want to play, drop me a sub, drop me a like. Much appreciated, boys. Alright, let's get into it. So, let's first of all summon the big boy. Put a Dreadshade on him. Put an Infernal Shade on him. And we'll come down here and just show off the sort of damage we're looking at. As you can see, pretty good. Pretty good. Now, keep in mind, if you watched my A-bomb video, my A-bomb was doing like 900k, I think, in the video. This guy, I just made him today for this video. He is in pretty basic gear. He has some nice stuff, but like pretty basic, and I'm only level 79. Okay? To put in perspective, I went to the campaign boss and one-shot it, like literally one-shot it into both phases. It never even used the coffins. So let's go over to the mono real quick. I have just unlocked empowered monos, so we will do one of those for the first time. I'm sure it should be fine. Hopefully I don't die, because my survivability isn't quite up to where I would want it. Let's just go here. And once I load in, we will just throw on the Dreadshade, throw on the Infernal Shade, and then we just start teleporting through the map. Alright, like, this is like literally all you have to do. We've got the Plague Idols on, like the A-bomb, so he spreads poison. We've got the Bone Curse going off when we do the transplant in. We have him being teleported to us when we teleport. And he just will melt whatever you put in front of him. So, very cool. %100 crit, like just not the best map to show it off on. I was hoping there'd be a little bit more, but hey, level 80. But as you can see, not really an issue at all for just getting into empowered straight out of normals. And we'll just finish off this little event right here. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Alright, there we go. That's it. One big boy minion. Alright. So, let's go over the talents first real quick. So, we start off as the Acolyte, and we take the Int and Necrotic Res, just because I like Int and it scales with Int. We take 1 point here so we can get down to here to get the Ward Retention, Necrotic Res and Poison Res. We take 1 point into the minion health, that's just to get us over the line. We take 5 in here for minion attack speed and cast speed. Alright, then we pop over into the Necromancer tree. We take 8 into Risen Army for more cast speed, more damage. We put 5 in down here for some health. He does start off a little squishy until you invest some points, so getting the health is a good idea. We get 3 points in here so we can get to here to get the armor shred. I've been starting to work on getting some ward retention. I still obviously haven't filled my talent build out fully. We come over here, get more cast speed. I came up here to get some leech. Alright, then these middle nodes are just so huge. We take all this flat damage here. We take Increased minion necrotic damage. He does do necrotic damage, so 150% more damage right there. Then minion crit multi. This node is huge because obviously with Dreadshade he crits 100% of the time. So more crit multi for minions you can get, the better. That's where we see the big number increases. Veins of Malice, when you cast a spell, you sacrifice 5% of your current health to grant your minion haste and frenzy for a duration. We remove our health with transplant, so this buff is going the whole time, which is really nice. I'm thinking of grabbing a couple of points in here, Exile of Hunger, to get some more buffs going when we drink a health potion, you know, just to overdo it a little bit. But the rest of the points that aren't in my build here currently will be in the planner that will be in the description. Alright, so if you are interested in leveling further, the full plan is worked out already. Alright, so let's go over the skills really quick. We take Transplant. Now the main reason we take Transplant, well, there's two reasons. We come straight over here first to Simulacrum, and we take this so that it leaves behind a minion, a little skeleton, which the Wraithlord will then absorb, and every time he absorbs it, he gets 3 flat damage. Okay, so once we get enough, so my plan is I want to pump some cooldown into this build, get Transplant like really low. It's at 4 seconds at the moment. If we could get this down to like 2 seconds and then just have 5 minions all the time, 3 minions, or 1 minion gets sacrificed for 3 flat damage, so we could get 5 casts of this per 10 seconds, which would be a lot of extra flat damage per 10 seconds. Which is how long the buff lasts after he eats a minion. Alright, we come, then the next direction we go is come over here, grab the Frenzy Duration Haste buff, come down, and we're coming for a Bone Curse. So whenever we arrive at a destination with Rip Blood, it will put Bone Curse on everything. Okay, so that's the main thing. The other points are, you know, just some converting it over to necrotic. I came up here, you know, because I'm planning on pushing this into corruption. Bone armor, just some more survivability points. I've still got some points to spend, but like I said, the planner will have everything in it. Big boy, the Wraith. We start here. I actually went down here first, down to Sequel of Avarice. The main reason was actually to get this twin spirits first, was so whenever you summon the Wraithlord and he gets in combat, he starts summoning other wraiths to fight with him. If you have too many wraiths, he spends a lot of time summoning wraiths. So take this node, so he only has to summon 2 wraiths, and then he'll be just shooting his laser a lot more often. Okay? And then come down here, extra size, extra damage, 180%, 90% more health, all the good stuff. Then once you've got that, we come running down here, boom, 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 boom. Crit multi, 90%. Like I said earlier, crit multi is huge, so with the numbers being so big, this just scales really well. I come up here, I grabbed some move speed for him. You could reallocate these however you want. You don't really need move speed in him. The one thing I will say is this node here, I have tested this on a boss, and it is disgusting. My plan when I get to Uber Azra, the Uber boss, I'm going to take this point and I'm going to use Transplant to move him around. So he'll just teleport with me, and he'll have 45% more damage, 45% more cast speed in turret form. I don't find this to be as good in monoliths currently because my transplant is 4 seconds long, which means that, you know, I'm moving so quick that I leave him behind a lot if I take this node. So maybe when transplant's lower, I will use him, use this node all the way through. But currently for me, I'm leaving this node out unless I'm going to go fight a really big boss. Alright. Infernal Shade, I haven't put the points into my tree here, but this is the main points over here. Most of the other stuff isn't really any good. I could probably come down here and grab the slow so he does the, so we get the slow chance. But no, just these are the main nodes. Get the frenzy, get the haste, make it so it can be targeted on minions, increase damage, move speed, attack speed, cast speed. Oh, get a point in there. Alright, so that's Infernal Shade. And Dreadshade is going to be the same as the A-bomb. We come from here, we go to Spectral Presence, and we come up to Lone Watcher. Stop it from draining health from whatever we put it on. Then we come straight down, Lingering Doom, All for One, and Egoism. Egoism, minion always crits. Best node on Dreadshade. Alright, then we come up, I just finish it off by grabbing this. We grab the extra attack speed, cast speed, 40%. It lowers critical strike chance, but doesn't matter because he always crits. More minion attack speed, cast speed, and more area, more damage. And then finally I'm finishing up here, increased buff effect per 3% missing health. So when the Dreadshade's like ramping up and there's a bit of downtime, these buffs will kick in, help him be a little bit more powerful. And that's that. So the way he actually works, like you can see, when I teleport, he zaps that skeleton. So if I cast a zombie out here, see, he's immediately zapping it. A funny thing I found was this ring. So whenever he zaps a minion, he gets health back, and he gets more damage, flat damage, and it lasts for 10 seconds per minion he consumes, and it can stack infinitely. But this is something I'm thinking about playing with. If we put this ring on, and we summon a zombie, well, it makes the zombie have a 100% chance of coming back to life, which means in between his attacks he is demolishing a zombie and getting buffed, right? Something I'm playing with, I don't know if it's worth it because it spawns the zombies so often, constantly. It means he does stop to kill the zombie instead of killing the enemies. So it's something for me to play around with a bit more, but that's that. As for the gear, we are running the Wraithlord helm. You need this, obviously, which also means this build comes online at level 65. Play any other minion build. I just there's a 12-hour stream of me leveling this on YouTube in my VODs. I just leveled with a generic minion build. I used skeletons with skeleton rogues. I used mages, I used golems, and I just ran through the game. Had a blast. Got to early monoliths, went into monoliths at like level 20, and just got to level 65 about an hour and a half later. And threw the helmet on. Summoned him, and he was immediately uber powerful. Okay. Now, for the armor, I'm running Exsanguinous. You could run the same armor I'm running on the A-bomb build in my other YouTube video, with the damage you take gets given to the minion. But I thought I'd mess around with some ward. Also, at the moment, for some reason, this chest isn't isn't used as much, so you can buy some 2-3 LP versions for pretty cheap. I bought this for 50k. And then put Summon Wraith on it and reduce damage from crit strikes. This is also very cheap. This is another reason I think this build might be a really good one to start out with. This weapon I bought for, let me check, 35k. It was 3 LP. So I just bought myself another axe for about 500k that had the flat minion damage and the necrotic pen for minions, and I just slammed that on there in the dungeon, and we got ourselves a really nice weapon. And this weapon is level 66, so one level after you put the helmet on, you can slap this on. Death Rattle, currently what I'm running for the crit multi, and I put some minion damage on it. It's not the best amulet. There is a better option. I can show you real quick. The better option is not going to be... Oh, no, there it was. Is this one. So you're going to want to weaver it up and hope for like crit multi or something on it. Maybe minion damage. No luck there. But every 10 seconds, 200% of the stats of this amulet go to your minion. This will be huge if you can get a crit multi roll, minion damage roll. It will be amazing. So pick all those up. They're pretty common. I'm sure you've seen a shitload of them. The belt, I've just got some minion damage, minion health on it with some resists. Like I said, very new character. Same with my rings, they're all pretty bad. Like, it shows you how much you can improve this build. Now this ring, this is a champion affix, so from the champion mobs. 7 minions around you will teleport with you when you use a traversal skill, plus minion damage. So I just grabbed this ring quickly so I could teleport around with the Wraithlord and drag him with me, drop him on top of things. I bought these. I mean, these are level 44 gloves. I've been wearing them for a long time, just for the ward. It has a little bit of flat health on there and stuff. Yep. So much room for improvement on the gloves. Awesome boots. I can't recommend these enough for any build. Just get a pair, throw movement speed on them. Maybe some cooldown reduction if you can get a 2LP version. That's what makes me so quick. Mixing that with transplant and haste, I just zoom around the map like crazy. The idol, I've got this on at the moment. I don't really have anything good to put in this slot. I'll put a better one in the build planner so you can have a look at that. Last but not least, we've got the idols. So I've got the 7% chance to inflict plague idols. Now, I know after my last video, these went up in price ridiculously. They were 10k, now they're like 5 mil each. Don't fall for the trap of buying them for that price. They are so easy to farm, okay? All you need to do, come into your weaver's tree, come over here, turn this off, put a point in all of these nodes, right? And what that'll do is that will force so many more idol spawns on your map, monolith map. Okay, and then you can just farm idols. They are common idols, they're grand idols for the acolyte, so just make sure you're playing the acolyte for a higher chance. Yeah, I don't know, you can't put these in here, right? No, that would be too good. Alright, so that is pretty much everything to do with the build. So just remember, when you're playing it, transplant often, because it summons that minion, he drinks him up, and when you land on a minion, you're going to bone curse him. Actually, I didn't show off bone curse, did I? Bone curse. This threshold. So whenever a monster or a boss gets to 12% health, it will execute them, completely killing them. So for really high health targets, like Aberoth, who we're going to be fighting, you only have to kill 88% of his health, and then he will insta-die. So it's going to save a bit of time. We came down here for some necrotic conversion, and that's pretty much it. Alright. Once again, boys, thanks again for blowing up the last video. Means a lot. There's a new Discord channel that's been opened up, which will also be in the description if you want to come hang out. I'm going to be streaming every day as well, so feel free to drop by my YouTube live and come in and ask any questions and see what I'm working on. I've got a fair few more builds planned, so hopefully I will catch you on the next one. Peace!